This week on Shark Bait, the Tide Pod is turning, as one of the most respected guests in years makes an appearance. While they've got nothing to show, the investors are really impressed.
You know, I've seen a lot of products like yours. Not many of them get off their feet. Well, not many of them are willing to get their feet wet. And see, that's what I like about you. You're willing to go the extra mile, do something off the wall. But I gotta be honest with you. It's gonna be hard to make something like this a reality. Well, allow me to entice you again with our product. We are making something special here at Hacky Slackers Incorporated, a product area that is currently on the rise. Home assistance. You've seen it before, Alexa commercials coming at you left and right, using voice-enabled technology to make day-to-day life easier. Something that's so simple to use, yet so effective at streaming certain parts of your day. But there's something that's missing. The ability to do voiceless commands. There are many people out there in the hard of hearing community, people who are unable to use all these wonderful technological advances. With the current technology, their efforts may look something like this. We want to make a product for them, a way to control your house and your day, all with simple hand gestures, helping to advance all communities to the 21st century.
You know, we get that, but do you have something you can show us? I need something tangible. Of course, we've prepared a demo prototype for you to view. Please look over at the screen now. For our application, we have a simple interface to allow you to control and see what the device has been doing. Whenever you press start, the camera will start reading inputs and classifying what your hand is doing. It'll do its best to not try to do that when there are no hands in the frame. Well, why is that?
It has a sophisticated algorithm to read camera pictures and find if there are any hands in the frame. If there is a hand, the device will quickly show a classification for whatever hand gesture you are currently making, and it'll show the frame that was being classified. We can quickly go over all of the prototype classifications we have. Yes, no, and greetings. Should a hand be found and not a valid class, it would be classified as not applicable, or just detected.
Impressive, yes, and with more development time, a valid hand gesture would trigger a command. For instance, greeting could be a way to start the device, instead of hitting the start button. Then it would look for other commands. I see. And what is that button in the bottom corner for?
Well, we have an area devoted to feedback. After a set amount of delay, the camera will look for an image to classify and stops when it classifies the first one. You can then press this button down here to bring up a form to tell us, was this label correct? And if not, what was the correct label?
And you have more to show us, yes? Of course. We also have demos showing basic commands using Google Assistant API, set up on a cheap device for proof of concept. As you can see, when the software is given a command about weather, it returns a response about weather. You can also use it to set up an event on your calendar, or just say greetings to your friendly neighborhood corporation. You can even register a smart device with Google, and it can then be controlled by the software. In the completely integrated product, your hand gestures will be turned into commands to control the system.
But as I understand, your target audience is primarily Americans in the hard of hearing community. I would assume you know that not all American Sign Language words and phrases are just static hand placements.
Indeed, we've considered this issue. That's why we're still hard at work developing a different way to recognize those dynamic gestures. By utilizing current software technology, we have been able to take those videos and generate nodal skeletons for people, which provide data that is much easier to classify in bulk than multiple images. Have a look. As you can see, the image has this colorful structure that takes your shape and maps key points throughout your body. We'll take these key points over multiple images to generate a classification for your movement.
Wow, my skeleton's looking pretty good.
While we're able to classify pre-recorded videos, we can't do it fast enough to give real-time feedback to you. That's why we're coming to you. You can help us to fund this project and gain access to a strong development team. Our estimate, $20,000.
I'll give you an offer.